Right then, scrotums, that's me finished for the day. I am going to set off to Derwent Valley for a camp out. See you soon. Well, here we are, folks, Lady Bower again. I'm going to get all that packed into that and set off. Look at this blue sky. It's not cold. February, last day of February, first day of spring. And I have found a wicked campsite. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. And it will only get better throughout the months. Anyway, let me get sorted. So here we are on the right hand side of Derwent. The rucksack's a bit bigger than normal because I'm trying a different cook system for no reason, just to try it. I've got it, so why not try it? So my sack is bigger, everything's bigger. This campsite I found, my missus sent me out for a day and she says, piss off out, get your send out. So I come up this little valley and there's two spots. One, when the rhododendrons are out properly, there's a little space just big enough for a tent in the middle of it. That is going to be a cracking spot, that. And then the one I'm going to now is a bit further up the valley. Them dwarf oak trees on one side, then the stream, and you're surrounded on the other side by thick hazel trees, or rowan, whatever they are. So when they come out, they'll be spectacular as well. So just checking it out, this I think is going to be my favourite campsite, and it's going to get better as the year progresses. The spring, I know all the oak trees pop into bloom and the rhododendrons first, and then it's summer. It's open enough that there's not going to be any flies and midgets, I hope. And then later on, autumn, with all the autumn colours, it's going to be awesome. But unfortunately for you lot, once I get off this whopping path, I'm not going to show you where it is. Obviously there are a few people that will watch and know where it is, but they'll not say out. But it's far enough away from scrotums who drop litter everywhere, so it should be beautiful. It should only take me, there's quite a few people out for a Friday afternoon. It shouldn't take me only 3/4 of an hour to get there, so not far, but far enough to dissuade the scruffy element. Look at this. That's looking up the dam. That's looking back down to Lady Bower Dam and the visitor centre and the car parks. Just at the end of here, in about whether you see it, that end copse of trees there. That's in about 500 metres. There's 2 beautiful picnic benches overlooking Derwent. Nice. I am not going to my last campsite. Well, obviously I'm not. But I went in the first week of February. I didn't film it. Up to another copse on the opposite side. It's one of my favourite spots because it's under these pine trees. It's by the stream again, in the woods. You know I like camping in the woods, don't you, by now? You know, high mountains or in the woods. That's where I like. But after you get to Howden, there's a kickback on the other side. At the end of that, you go up into the woods to Old Port Castles. It's the back way to Old Port Castles. But on your right hand side, there's a flat spot after flat spot in between these massive pine trees. Beautiful. And in the morning, there was frost all over the tent. It had snowed higher up, but the fog was literally about 10 foot above my head. It was bizarre because you couldn't see any of the trees above 10 foot high, and these are massive pine trees. And as I was packing my stuff away, I normally keep my food outside my tent. That way, if any rodents come, they don't have to eat through your inner. But this little fucking mouse, about 3 o'clock in the morning, cheeky bastard, I heard this rustling outside my tent. I thought, what's that? Got my torch on, and because I've got a mesh inner, as you know, with this Lanchan too, it's got a mesh inner. I saw my torch, and there was this fucking mouse pinching one of my digestive biscuits. He'd eaten through my food bag, eaten through the bloody packet. I'd already opened it, but I thought I'd have it from other end. He'd got this fucking chocolate digestive biscuit in his pie hole. Looked at me, I looked at it. And he scampered off. I thought, fucking thieving. But there's a wall about, I don't know, it's only one of them old stone walls about 10 foot from my tent. It was obviously living in that. So because it was freezing cold that night, and the water was like, you know, one of them slushy drinks. It was like one of them. So I crumbled a couple of biscuits on the edge of the wall just for it. So I'll leave no trace unless there's a little mousey there that's going to eat all your bits. So that's what I did. This is the 2 picnic benches. I've taken camera around. Just here, look. And 2 lads there are going for that far picnic bench. There's one just here. And we're literally, that's Lady Bower. And you just walk outside to it. There's these massive trees, look. That's your first picnic bench, look there. And there's the second where them 2 lads are sitting. But that's a sweet spot. Always get taken though. So I'm coming soon to where I turn off and head up through the woods on the right. As I say, some people will know where I am, and some people may have even camped in that spot. There is a really old fire ring, but it's got all grass inside it and it's overgrown, so I don't think anyone's been there since like the summer, really, last summer. So I'm going to geese her out. I'm going to cut it here, and next shot you'll see will be of me at the campsite. Well, here we are, folks. I'll turn it around. But we're in this little patch of oak on this side with some intermittent pine trees, not massive ones. I'm going to go in between them two trees there, 3. That's me. I was going to go over there, but I'm going to wait. Let me turn it round. So I was going to go here. See this bit here? I might still actually. It's a bit of a sepia look. But this bit's higher. You can see this bit's higher. I think this first time I'm going to go here on this flat bit. There. Hitch me door this way. Sun's 8:30, pokes its head over them hills. If you know what hills they are, good. There's a really odd tree here. Let me show you. I mean, there's loads of flat spots. Look, there's another one there. It's right odd, this tree. Some flat spots here, look. And this bit don't get the sun here, down here. But look at this tree with moss balls on it. And a squirrel's nest up there, look. But this is just moss on tree branch. There's 2 more over there. I think what they are old nests, and the moss has got on them, and made them like balls. Really mad, really odd looking. Oh. That's all I can think they are. There's one on the floor here. There's another one here, look. They're obviously can pull them. So I think at some point that was a nest. One's fallen off here, look. That's the twig off tree. I don't know. Don't know what they are. Rhododendrons in there. That'll be another pitch down there when rhoddies come out. But yeah, that's a wicked tree. On the other side, look, there's flat spots. That side don't get the sun till late afternoon. So I've just noticed there's another brick wall there. So I might get some visitors tonight. But I'm not going to put my tent up just yet. I'm going to get a brew on. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get here because I've dawdled. There's no signal, which is brilliant. No signal at all. So tent's up. And the reason my bag was so big is because I've got this here stove. It's a spirit burner, Tranger. So I hadn't used a spirits burner for a long time. But I watched this fella on YouTube, his English bloke, Hengis, and he always uses spirits, and there's a couple of others that do. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I sparked it up in my garden the other day, and it must have been 10 minutes to boil a litre of water. It took forever. But what am I going to do? You know what I mean? It ain't cold. I've just got my blue fleece on just for, you know, because I'm sat about. But I've lit it and I'm waiting for me brew. I'm having a cup of liquid sunshine. That's why it's a bit not as sunny, because I reached up, got hold of the sun, and I pulled it out of the sky and I squeezed all the goodness out of it into my mug. So I'm gonna have that. Not coffee, not first one. Liquid sunshine. So yeah, I'm waiting now, waiting. If I had my gas stove, it literally takes 2.5 minutes, not even that, to boil a mug of water. But it's noisy. I've got nothing else to do. And I'm giving this a run for tonight. And then that's about that. See you later, scruffers. Here we are, look. Liquid gold. Oh, it don't look it, but oh my goodness me. Oh, that's just heaven as above. That's it, it's just a stove. Put that across there and it holds your pan on it. Sits in, makes a little cross. I'll show you next time I put it on. But yeah, that took about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So yeah, it took about 5 minutes. I'm using meths because I couldn't get hold of any bioethanol fuel, which is cleaner, doesn't smell, and doesn't suck the bottom of your pan up after a long period of time. And like if it were pissing it down, your tent stinks and they're not very good vapours for you, to be honest. So nowadays everyone uses bioethanol fuel. But when I decided to come here, I couldn't get none. So I went in shed and got some meths. It does the job, exactly the same, but a little bit smelly. You just can't cook inside in my tent because I might get vaporised. Lovely sun's just going down, cup of sunshine. It's granulated lemon tea, but there's not a lot of lemon tea in it, and there's a whole heap of sugar. My missus can't drink it. She says it's like drinking hot sugar water. Probably why I like it so much. But anyway, see you later. Yeah, look, that's it going. Get me second brew on. Coffee this time. So for tonight's tea, in there is when I get it out of my rubbish bag, a mug shot, tin of tuna, and a packet of noodles, 500ml of boiling water. Stick it in the bag, Ziploc bag, for about 8 to 10 minutes. I find about 10 minutes works best. Stick it inside your sleeping bag or your duvet or down your front. I don't know whether you can see me. It's just got a bit chilly, but let me turn the red light on. So it's not shining at you. So yeah, stick it all in that. Temperature's dropped. Just looked at my temperature thing. It's +2. There is no clouds. Well, there's one thin band of cloud. Stars are out. It's going to be a cold old night, but that don't worry me. I'm in big green slug. This morning at 5 o'clock when I got up, I had to scrape the van. So I dare say tonight will be a very frosty night. We shall see. I'm going to wait for water to boil. Scofflate my food, get in my tent, have a read. No doubts I'll be up pissing for most of the late evening, and then happy days. So I shall see you maybe once more. Morning folks, tent with frost on. Not much frost, but there is frost. Got down to -5 last night. Wow, my nose woke me up. It was just So cold. That's the coldest I've been camping in this year. And it's only February, innit? Jesus. Well, it's March 1st. It's only 1 at the minute. I looked on my thermometer. But that's standing air temperature. There is a slight breeze blowing through. But a lovely nice kip. Oh, I only woke up once, and that was because my nose was cold. I'm going to set that fucking stove up now and sit for 10 minutes waiting for it to boil. Dear, oh dear, I've got these new gloves. Put your thumbs in and you can make them into a mitten. Mrs. bought me them. They're really good actually. My mate Mike had a pair with just a slit across the palm and you could take your fingers in and out, but these, they're like a double waterproof fleece, not waterproof, like 100 weight fleece, and it's doubled, so they are actually really warm. Great good. I'm pleased with this purchase. She is good, looks after me. The sun is just on the ridge up there. It's 7:30, so I'm going to get a brew on. Right then folks, that's me. Everything's squared away. No tent pegs left, no shit left anywhere. Leave it better than you found it. I have done. Little bit of gardening around the old tree where you can sit. What an absolutely cracking find this was. It's only going to get better. I've seen blue tits, great tits, a squirrel, and I've heard a woodpecker. Although it's a bit early in the year for a woodpecker, so it might have just been someone messing about. Cracking spot. Can't wait to come back here. That's the end of it from me. Like, subscribe and share and do all that good stuff. Leave comments and I will see you on the next one, folks. Ta-da.